Welcome, everyone. My name is Charlie Craig, and last year I was the person who brought the ugly cry to the performance. So this year I'm gifting all future speakers a box of Kleenex, because you never know when you're going to need one around here, especially on a night like tonight. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that we are gathering on Treaty 8 territory, and this is the traditional and ancestral lands of the Cree, Beaver, and Dene peoples. We also acknowledge our Métis peoples, some of the first settlers in this area. This evening connects to the tradition of oral language and storytelling, common amongst Indigenous peoples and their traditional ways of knowing. We have much to learn from our elders and knowledge keepers, as well as from each other. Additionally, I would like to formally recognize Councillors O'Toole, Radburn, and Thiessen, as well as any school board officials and trustees from any of the 3 local districts joining us here this evening. Welcome. Christina Baldwin's book, Storycatcher, begins with a saying: "Story is the narrative thread of our experience. Not what literally happens, but what we make of what happens, what we tell each other, and what we remember. People become real when we put interactions into words. Story is the foundation of relationship. With words alone, we can create connection and establish community. With words alone, we can recognize ourselves in each other's lives." This night was born from a vision by a very passionate educator, Mr. Liam McCracken. And with the help of some equally passionate educators, we hosted our first extra credit evening last year. "Imagine," he said, "an evening in which teachers, students, parents, and community leaders gather to speak of the effect of the relationships played in their education. Extra credit is that opportunity." This year, we purposely aligned our event with Mental Health Week. 2017 marks the 66th annual Mental Health Week, and this year Canadians are encouraged to #GetLoud, creating awareness around wait times people are facing to access mental health supports, writing to your local MP, and sharing stories about the impact of mental health to help remove the stigma around an illness that impacts all of us in one way or another. In fact, according to Canadian Mental Health, 20% of Canadians will personally experience a mental illness in their lifetime, and sadly, only 1 of 5 children in Canada who need mental health services receives them. You're encouraged to tweet out about tonight's stories and your takeaways using our hashtag ExCred2017. Starting off our evening tonight, I would like to introduce the outgoing president of the Alberta Teachers Association and the incoming president of the Canadian Teachers Federation. While representing teachers in Alberta and across Canada, his focus has been on developing meaningful relationships among teachers, education leaders, education partners, and colleagues from the international education community. Mark Ramsankar will always describe himself as a teacher first, and his friends, acquaintances, and colleagues know him for his ability to spin a yarn and take a selfie. Please welcome Mr. Mark Ramsankar.
I'm going to be honest, when I started to come down today and said to Liam, I asked him, well, what do I wear? And then I thought, well, I'm going to talk and it's going to be able to tell a story. But then I thought, well, I better wear my hat. It's hats on for mental health. I don't normally wear my hat, but I'm supporting the cause because it's very important. And I started thinking about how things fit together, starting with today. Today is an anniversary of a very important date in Alberta's history with what happened before wearing. Today is a very important day because it's hats on for mental health. And with the theme of this evening being relationships and how we build relationships, I thought that all fits together great. But where do you start? I thought about Do you just jump right into it and talk about how complex classrooms are, being a teacher, all the different relationships? Start adding them up. Teacher and student, teacher and teacher, teachers and administrators, parents and teachers, parents and students, parents and administrators. You could have so many permutations and combinations that I could use 15 minutes just trying to come up with all the different variants. Then I started thinking, with it being so complex and it being all about the relationship between students and teachers in a classroom where it occurs, why would I get involved in that? And so I ran that by him, and I thought, he said, well, this story, what will drive you here? How did you become a teacher? And I started thinking about it, and I said, you know what? I remember the exact day. I was influenced by my teachers when I was growing up. I remember my grade one teacher supported me when I had our food on International Day, and I tripped in the middle of an aisle, went back to my desk and dropped everything on the floor, and how horrified I was. And I remember her comfort. But that's what brought me to education. It was a day in junior high school, driving home after a horrific playoff game. We just got knocked out of our soccer final with Steve. We lost to V.S. McKenzie. Like V.S. McKenzie, we lost 7-0. But we were sitting in this old green Volkswagen van, Mr. K. Mr. K was in a descent. And I still am in contact with him. I remember sitting in there with my teammates and you could try to imagine why this never got away. We were the group of junior high school students, boys that had just finished a soccer game. You're sitting inside a Volkswagen van, packed on top of each other, and it smelled was very And as we were driving, I was sitting here, Mr. K was there driving, and it was fall, so the sun had started already going down, and as we were driving, the yellowish orange light was flashing as we were driving down the street on that car street. And I remember Mr. K every now and then turning and smiling, and telling us how good we were, telling us how proud he was of us, and reminding us that basketball was going to start. And I remember looking right at him and thinking, this is what I want to do. I want to be a part of something like this. And I remember how good I felt. Because I'm a rather competitive person. And that was the day. Most people think that I was highly influenced by my father's education. And I was. But it wasn't a definitive thing. So then I started thinking about coming into school. What do I want to teach? Where do I want to fit? Well, I enjoy talking with students. I enjoy working with students. I'm a school teacher, and I live my life through the lens of a junior high school teacher. You've got a problem, you grab the teacher in the room beside you, you've got a custodian, somebody from the office, you go and solve the problem, and you go on with your day. Because everybody knows junior high school students can't wait to make a decision. If you don't build the relationship with those people around you, you're not going to be able to get that done. But helping students in junior high understand the value of where they're going, because they so badly want to be adults. But really instilling the value of responsibility that goes with their decision. So I thought about this as a relationship. Why is that so important? Well, if you think about it, how many people, when you talk to them about being in school or not, have an innate fear of teenagers? Right? Oh, you can't be in junior high school, they're hormonal, they're unstable, they run around and do all the things that they do. It's amazing. And And it's funny because I use that exact language when I talk about high stakes testing and the reliance on the stability of 15-year-olds to predict results. A 15-year-old isn't stable from the morning to 3 o'clock. We just know that. So I thought, okay, this is important to me. It's become a big part of my life. I've been teaching 30 years. And I've carried that into the work that I'm doing now. And along the way, I get asked, well, somehow you ended up getting involved in the political side. How did that work? Well, I went to a meeting one day, and I found out there was a world of education out there. And if you would have asked me when I was 20-something, when I first started, if someday you're going to be representing 400 million teachers, I would tell you, you're out to lunch. There's no way. But as I started listening to all the influences in education and how they work, I really got excited about that. And along the way, I've taken my work and the skill that I learned working, building relationships with junior high school students, and I've applied it in everything pretty much that I've done. I have the opportunity to interact with political leaders, with administrators, downtown folks, with people from around the world, literally. They want to talk about education, talk about education. And it's been very important for me to carry that back. And when I look at it, I started so many years ago, and along the way, I would have never dreamed that the number of opportunities and the individuals that have the opportunity to interact with community would have come out of it. But the foundation is, and always will be, listening to other individuals, hearing what they have to say, explaining your point of view, and looking for the common ground. And that hasn't changed. And if you look at Alberta as a whole, when you talk about education, from the classroom and all the educational partners, the term partner means that there has to be interaction. And I've tied that into the theme that I've had for the entire year, which says that's the story of education. And every teacher that you come in contact with has a story. When I look at my story, I can start very simply right here and say, back in the 86, I started teaching. I've taught every grade. As long as I've gone through every grade that I've gone grade 1 through grade 12. Had the opportunity to be an administrator in the school, to be a consultant, had that opportunity as well. I got involved with my profession and I worked on numbers of committees. I became a local president, I became a team officer at our province, and now I find myself for a few more months as the president of the Alberta Teachers Association. And in June 30th, I'm going to take a huge step. I'm going to be the president of the Canadian Teachers Federation. And it's really scary because representing Canada is quite different than anything I've ever imagined. Interacting and relating with 250,000 teachers. And I'm responsible. It's very scary. But I get to look back on this path that I've traveled, and I can say, I had that opportunity. And this is my story that brought me to education, through education. And I've challenged teachers around the province in this last year to think about what is your story. Because no one person's story is more important than the other. They're just very, very different. Very, very different. And when you take that whole collective together, that becomes the fabric of education. It could be as simple as meeting the need of every child that you see, regardless of race. Taking a day like today to put on a hat and say, I recognize the need to look at mental issues with children, be a voice, be an ear, be an arm that says, you're not alone. Because as teachers, I was very flattered to be invited here to talk about our relationships. I remind everybody who's never been in a classroom that you really don't understand how important it is for teachers to have the opportunity to forge meaningful relationships with children. Because each day, every child we see is held in our hand. They are the most important person to the parent who sent them to us. And it's our responsibility to build that child up, to meet them on their terms, to help them understand that they're part of the big picture as they enter their journey. That is no small task. But I do remind the outside world that the responsibility that every teacher has is huge. It's to be embodied, it's to be supported. Because that's what we do. And that's the foundational piece of what education is all about. It's the opportunity to exchange ideas, to build each other up, and essentially to say, you're not alone here in Jones. I'll say to them, thank you for the opportunity to be here today. This was a big day of my calendar, and it's just been an absolute privilege to represent Alberta, off the eastern Alberta. Thank you so much for allowing me.